afternoon, nice
Hello.
internet people. We're Ian and Jane doing the Edinburgh Festival Fringe. If you've not seen us before, we've seen over 50 shows. They're all linked down below. We're up at Summerhall. We're actually in the relaxation room. So it sounds a bit echoey, but don't worry about that. We've just been to see the second show of the day, which was This Is Not About Me. Now, we were flyered about this, weren't we? And it just sounded really intriguing.
So I'll read it, and this is out of the Summerhall programme. When you think of me, do you think of me, or the me you made up in your head, the one whose words you write? A self-destructive writer struggles to construct a play that unfurls the secrets of her broken friendship. But as passion blurs into obsession, she loses the grip on the narrative. Should she let truth get in the way of a good story? Mind-bending and heart-wrenching, this rom-com meets psychological thriller in a non-linear love letter to the creative process. Handcrafted by award-winning multi-disciplinary artists, heartbreak and hyper-reality spiral in Hannah Caplan's unmissable debut.
I mean, it was because it's not a very big room, and actually, when we arrived in the room, there was so everything sort of happens in the centre of you. You've got there's two rows of chairs either side, and I think it probably seats about, well, certainly no more than 40, and it was full. Really, I don't think there was probably one spare chair, if that.
I think it was. You're right. I think that it was sold out.
So it's selling really well, and it's and I was pleased to see that. Really, it has to be. There is a slight warning in the sense that this is plus 18 for sexual conduct. For sexual
content.
For sexual content. Apologies.
It's actually, sorry, it's 16.
Oh, is it 16? I thought it was 18.
Yeah,
right.
16
I read somewhere it was 18, but okay.
Yeah.
So there are sex scenes in it, which are clearly important to the whole narrative of the piece. And I quite liked the non-linear element of it. I did. I quite liked that some of it was in the reality, but also some of it was what's the character's name? Who's the writer? Does it say?
What you mean, Grace and
Grace and Eli. Sorry, yes. So I know that some of it is Grace writing her play, and you start to think: is this reality? Or is this Grace's imagination?
Yeah,
trying to write the play.
That's right, and because you do have various scenes where Eli's always saying to her, "Write the truth." So it is this constant blend, and there's also a couple of times, because it's multimedia, so there's great use of a screen that shows films, it shows dialogue, and at one point there's subtitles, so it's what they're thinking, not what they're saying.
Yeah, which is brilliant. Actually,
it's a great device.
There are some lovely little devices like this. She's on the phone at once, and she's stood on. It's like a bed. I've taken a photograph of it, so I'll include that. So it's a bed-stroke trolley, isn't it? Really, and they move it around a bit. But Gracie stood on the bed talking, and she's talking to a tin can that's on the roof. Yeah. And at some point, that tin can comes down, and it's just so inventive. Some of it, very crocheted webs with things in them all the way around the room. It's really, really.
There's sort of messages all over the place, and and the director's mum, Carol, did the bedspread.
Yeah, the director's Dougie. He's the guy that flyered us. Yeah.
And the writer did all the crochet.
Yeah.
So it was important that we told you that.
Yeah. It was just, I mean, I don't really want to say too much about it, because I think we've probably said enough, because
it's inventive. The dialogue is really spot on.
It's a really good script. It's a very good script. It did elements of it, and I almost hate myself saying this, but elements of it did remind me of Ordinary People, the TV drama, but only about the relationship elements of it.
Okay.
I don't want you to think we're comparing it to Ordinary People, because we're not.
No.
But just bits of it throughout did remind me of, and I loved their relationship.
It was, and because you're obviously right there, we were in the front row, and I mean, there was nothing really inches between us. So you see people's expressions, and they were really those lines. I mean, they weren't sort of saying them. I mean, is it cliched to say they were living them? But you know what I mean. I'm trying to think how it's best to explain that. But there were little nuanced looks and sort of smiles and all of that. So all the sort of non-verbals were right for the dialogue.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah,
And both actors were brilliant. I thought,
yeah.
absolutely brilliant.
And I mean, it must be very daunting playing so close to the audience. I mean,
literally, actually, I mean, the place is sort of so tiny that there's a bit where Grace runs around. She's sort of in a manic phase, isn't she? She's running around, and she's, and she's running past you, and you have to move your legs. It's as simple as that, because you don't want to trip her up while she's running.
For instance, right at the beginning, I was presented with a crocheted cigarette, an ashtray and cigarette.
It wasn't a cigarette. It was a spliff.
Yeah. Okay. We're being pedantic now. Anyway, I had to keep this. I was then conscious. I was keeping this very safe because I knew it was going to be used at some point. I was then very conscious that my bag, Grace might trip over it, moved my bag, forgot I had that on it. The spliff fell off. I didn't realise, and that was the point it was needed in the play. So I'd failed in my job. I felt very embarrassed about that.
The only job Janie had.
Yes, and it
was to hold a spliff.
Anyway.
That's...
and we were right. Sorry, I'm jumping ahead because I didn't know if we could start talking.
I think we talk about. Let's say about who people are.
Yeah, but first of all, we have to say. So when we were flyered, we were given this
little, which
beautifully.
Is delightful. That's their flyer.
So on the back is the title of the production. Then on the front, "Why Let Truth Get in the Way of a Good Story?" And it's tied up beautifully, which we've kept one, and then we've opened one up. So you have this lovely picture from the production, but then
everybody's names is
inside.
On the inside. Who's involved?
Yeah. So we've got. So first of all,
who's playing Grace?
Yeah. So Grace, I do apologise. We should have asked you for. So it's Amaya Nimma Auaga is playing Grace, and Eli is Francis Nony. So, and it was written by Hannah Caplan.
Yeah,
and directed by Douglas Clark Wood. And they had,
there's a whole load of people actually. We won't read them all out.
But they did have an intimacy director.
Yeah.
So that was good to see.
I just thought it was amazing.
Yeah. But everybody's got a name check there, which I think is really important. And quite so often we find it really difficult to find the information. So that's lovely. And this all folds up in a beautiful, it all sort of, lovely detail.
So should we tell them when it's on?
So I'll take it down to here. Yeah. So it is on now until the 25th. Sorry, I read somewhere that when it wasn't on. So hang on.
It's not on the 18th. It's just not on the 18th, I think.
No, I think it was the 11th and the 18th. 11th and 18th. Sorry, it's right in the corner there, but that's been, so it's not on the 18th. It is at Summerhall. It is in the former women's locker room, which is downstairs.
It's downstairs. I mean, it's very hot in there today.
But they did have everywhere is hot.
Everywhere's hot. Yeah, they did have a cooler though.
Yeah, they did, and it is on at 3:20 in the afternoon for an hour and a half.
An hour and a half.
Sorry. I beg your pardon. It's because I read 4:30. Yeah, an hour and 10. So it ends at 4:30. And it is £18 with £15 is the discount.
Yeah.
So, and it's 16 plus.
How many stars?
Oh, 5 from me.
Absolutely 5.
Yeah.
It's a 5-star review from both of us.
Yeah.
So you can't get any more. That's 10.
Without question. Without question.
We've got one more show to see here shortly, and then we've got 2 more shows today.
Which sadly we own. Well, we might have 2 tickets, viewers, but at the moment Ian is the only one going.
Yeah.
So we will watch this space.
So, and then we're back to space for a couple of shows, aren't we?
We are indeed.
Okay, so we'll see you later.
Cheers.
Bye-bye.
Bye.